The upcoming iPad mini 8 Pro is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated Apple devices in years, not just because it's another addition to the mini lineup, but because it could mark a significant turning point in how Apple positions its compact tablet. For a long time, the mini has existed in a curious space, beloved by enthusiasts for its size and portability, but often overlooked in favor of the iPad Pro and Air when it comes to cutting-edge features. This year, though, things may finally change. Based on credible leaks, Apple's own internal code references, and supply chain whispers, the iPad mini 8 could be the first in the lineup to blur the line between mini and Pro. A truly powerful, feature-packed device designed to punch above its weight class. Let's start with what's arguably the most exciting part of this story: performance. The iPad mini 8 is rumored to come equipped with the Apple A19 Pro chip, the same processor expected to power the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro series. This is a huge deal. We're talking about a chip built on an advanced 3nm process with enhanced thermal efficiency, more GPU cores, faster neural engines, and dedicated on-device AI capabilities. For context, the A17 Pro already delivered console-level gaming on a smartphone, and the A19 Pro is expected to surpass that by a wide margin. If Apple really does put this silicon inside the iPad mini 8, users could get near-flagship performance in a device small enough to fit in a jacket pocket. Imagine gaming at ultra settings, running multiple productivity apps side by side, or editing 4K videos on a tablet that weighs less than a paperback novel. That's the kind of leap this chip represents. The leaked code references something even more specific: a Bend A19 Pro variant with one less GPU core. This suggests Apple might use a slightly downclocked version of its flagship chip for the Mini, allowing it to balance cost, thermals, and battery life without compromising too much on performance. This approach is familiar. Apple did something similar with the A17 Pro in the Mini 7. The takeaway? Even the bendy A19 Pro would make the Mini 8 an absolute performance monster compared to its predecessors. And because Apple is increasingly focusing on on-device AI, the Mini 8 could leverage real-time processing power for advanced features like live transcription, instant language translation, offline image generation, and smart photo video editing, all without relying on the cloud. This isn't just an incremental upgrade. It's the kind of silicon that could turn a compact tablet into a true productivity machine. Of course, hardware power is only part of the story. For years, fans have been begging Apple to bring a high refresh rate display to the Mini. Now it looks like their wish might finally come true. Multiple industry sources suggest that the iPad mini 8 will feature an OLED display with technology, offering a buttery-smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. This is something Apple previously reserved for its iPad Pro models. OLED would also bring richer colors, deeper blacks, and much better power efficiency compared to LCD, making the Mini feel like a true premium device. Apple is reportedly rolling out OLED panels to the iPad lineup in phases: Pro first, then Air, then Mini, and 2026 seems to be the target year for the Mini's inclusion. If this timing holds, the Mini 8 will deliver the most visually stunning display the lineup has ever seen. For digital artists, gamers, and media consumers, this would be a game changer. Design updates may not be as radical, but subtle refinements are expected. Apple's philosophy with the Mini has always been about preserving its core identity: small, lightweight, and simple. But that doesn't mean it won't evolve. Leaks point to thinner bezels, more modern color options, including soft pastel finishes, and a landscape-oriented front camera. That last change, though seemingly small, is a big usability improvement. It would align the Mini with the latest iPad Pro and Air models, making video calls far more natural when the device is docked or paired with a keyboard. On the back, Apple may reintroduce LiDAR scanning capabilities, mainly to support AR applications and Apple's expanding Vision OS ecosystem. Even if most users won't use LiDAR daily, its inclusion signals Apple's intent to keep the Mini future-proofed. Battery life has always been one of the iPad Mini's quiet strengths, and the combination of the A19 Pro chip and OLED technology could push it even further. OLED panels are more power-efficient than LCDs, and with Apple's tight control over hardware-software optimization, we could be looking at a noticeable jump in endurance. Some reports even hint at a slightly thicker chassis, by just a millimeter or two, to accommodate a bigger battery. While Apple usually avoids increasing thickness, it might make sense here given the Mini's compact form factor. With these changes, 12 to 14 hours of mixed usage could be achievable, making the Mini a reliable daily companion for students, professionals, and travelers alike. Connectivity and accessories are another area where the Mini 8 is expected to get a big boost. Apple has been steadily rolling out faster wireless technologies across its ecosystem, and the Mini 8 will likely support an integration ensuring blazing fast connections and future-proof compatibility. There's also strong speculation that the device will support wireless charging, bringing it in line with the iPhone and iPad Pro lineup. And perhaps most exciting for creatives, compatibility with Apple Pencil Pro. Apple Pencil Pro adds haptic feedback, squeeze gestures, and better precision, making drawing, note-taking, and sketching feel more natural than ever. Pairing this advanced stylus with a smaller form factor could create a near-perfect digital notebook experience. Now, let's talk timing and pricing, because this is where Apple's strategy really matters. The most likely release window for the iPad Mini 8 is October 2025, shortly after the iPhone 17 lineup. However, if Apple wants to bundle the Mini 8 launch with its OLED rollout, it could push the release to early 2026. Either way, this tablet is clearly positioned as part of Apple's next-generation ecosystem refresh. Pricing is expected to start around $599 for the base LCD version and climb to $649 or more for an OLED model. If Apple introduces multiple tiers, one with OLED and one without, it would give buyers some flexibility, though it also reinforces Apple's usual strategy of upselling premium features. There's another layer to this conversation, the long-standing fan dream of an iPad Mini Pro. Many Apple enthusiasts have imagined a scenario where the Mini isn't just a portable iPad but a fully pro-level device with M-series chips, advanced camera systems, and ProMotion OLED displays. While it's unlikely Apple will put an Apple M4 or Apple M5 chip inside the Mini anytime soon due to thermal and battery limitations, the A19 Pro brings it closer to that dream than ever before. Apple's strategy is usually about carefully controlling the gap between its product tiers, but each Mini generation inches a bit closer to earning that Pro badge. And with OLED promotion, Pencil Pro support, and top-tier silicon, the Mini 8 might finally deserve it, at least unofficially. There's also an interesting debate in the tech community. Will the Mini even have a future in a world where foldable iPhones exist? Apple is rumored to be working on a foldable iPhone that could, when unfolded, offer a screen size similar to the iPad Mini. If that happens, some analysts believe the Mini could eventually be phased out. But others, myself included, argue that the Mini serves a unique purpose. It's not a phone and it's not a laptop. It's a device for reading, sketching, watching content, and light productivity, without the distractions of a smartphone or the bulk of a laptop. That niche might be small, but it's loyal. And with the upgrades expected in the Mini 8, that niche could grow. Software will also play a critical role in making the Mini 8 feel pro. With the launch expected alongside iPad OS 21 or later, Apple may introduce AI-powered productivity tools, better multitasking, improved external display support, and tighter integration with its entire ecosystem. Features like Stage Manager, freeform enhancements, and advanced pencil hover support could turn the Mini into a surprisingly capable workstation for its size. Imagine being able to connect the Mini wirelessly to a larger display, pair it with a Magic Keyboard, and use it like a tiny but powerful laptop replacement. That's where Apple seems to be heading, making its devices more flexible, more intelligent, and more interconnected. In short, the iPad Mini 8 Pro isn't just another refresh. It's a potential redefinition of what a small tablet can be, with an A19 Pro chip, OLED and ProMotion display possibilities, improved battery life, MagSafe, Apple Pencil Pro support, landscape camera orientation, and future-ready wireless connectivity. It has all the ingredients to be Apple's most compelling compact tablet ever. Whether Apple fully embraces this potential or holds a few features back, and as it often does, remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. For fans of the Mini, this is the most exciting upgrade cycle in years.